Men over 60, this morning routine will change your sex life forever. If you're a man over 60, I want you to really listen to this next part. Because what I'm about to share isn't just a tip. It's not a trick or a one-size-fits-all supplement. This is a real, intentional morning routine that could completely transform your sex life, not just physically but emotionally too. Most men at this stage of life have been told that decline is inevitable, that it's normal to feel less desire, have less energy, or struggle with performance. But the truth is, you're not powerless. Your body is still responsive, your intimacy isn't gone, it just needs attention in a different way. The first step begins the moment you wake up. Before the coffee, before the phone, before the news. Drink water. A tall glass of room temperature water with a squeeze of lemon if possible. Your body loses hydration overnight, and without water, your blood thickens slightly, making it harder for circulation to do its job. And if you want better performance, yes, in bed, then you need good blood flow. Think of water as the ignition switch. Without it, nothing starts right. Now, after that first glass, I want you to try something else, something you probably haven't considered. Red grape juice. Not the sugary kind from concentrate, but 100% pure red grape juice. Just half a glass a day, 5 times a week. Why? Because the polyphenols in grape skins, particularly something called resveratrol, have been linked to improved endothelial function and reduced symptoms of erectile dysfunction. In plain words, this juice helps open your blood vessels, it helps your heart, your brain, and yes, your bedroom performance. Next, before jumping into your normal routine, spend just 5 minutes moving your body. I'm not talking about a full workout or heavy weights, I mean gentle movement. Shoulder rolls, slow neck circles, a light stretch, or a short walk around your house or backyard. This is about waking your circulation, loosening joints, and sending a message to your body that it's time to rise and thrive. You might feel stiff at first, especially in the hips or lower back, but as the days go by, this simple act will become one of your most powerful allies. Now let's talk about something most men avoid, your pelvic floor. These are the muscles that support your bladder, your bowels, and yes, your erections. They get weaker with age, especially if you sit a lot. But the good news is, they're trainable. Each morning, take 2 minutes and do Kegel exercises. It's simple. Contract the muscles you'd use to stop urination midstream. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then release. Do 10-15 reps. That's it. You can do them while standing at the kitchen counter or even sitting in your chair. Strengthening these muscles improves blood flow, stamina, and control during sex. It's subtle but life-changing. By this point, your body is awake. Now it's time to feed it, and not with sugar or processed foods. You need fuel, real, nutrient-rich, libido-supporting food. Oatmeal is a great base. It's full of fiber, supports heart health, and keeps your energy stable. Add a handful of walnuts for omega-3s, a few blueberries for antioxidants, and a sprinkle of chia seeds for circulation. If you're an egg guy, go for pasture-raised eggs cooked in olive oil or grass-fed butter. And don't forget greens, spinach, kale, or even avocado slices. This isn't about dieting, it's about building the foundation of your day. Now, I want to pause for something just as important as movement or food: stillness. After breakfast, take 3 minutes to sit in silence. Close your eyes, breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind slow. Why does this matter? Because stress is the silent killer of intimacy. It lowers testosterone, weakens erections, and creates emotional distance from your partner. But just 3 minutes of calm can lower cortisol and begin healing the nervous system. That makes you more grounded, more emotionally present, and more sexually alive. If you're in a relationship, this is also the moment to create a connection, not sexual yet, but emotional. Leave a kind note, make her coffee, touch her shoulder as you walk by. These are small gestures, but they build what I call sexual trust, and trust leads to intimacy. If you're single, don't skip this part. You can connect with yourself, write something in a journal, send a message to someone you care about, or simply acknowledge the man you're becoming. Intimacy doesn't begin in the bedroom, it begins in the quiet, with respect for your own presence. As the morning moves forward, fit in a short walk if you can, around the block, in your backyard, or even inside. Just 10 minutes. That movement keeps testosterone levels healthier, reduces inflammation, and gets your brain producing dopamine and endorphins. These aren't just feel-good chemicals. They're the same ones that make you feel desire, motivation, and connection. In other words, walking helps you want sex, not just have it. That spark is important, especially if you've been feeling numb or detached lately. And if you feel it attached lately, by late morning, have a light snack, something like a handful of almonds, Greek yogurt with honey, or an apple with peanut butter. These foods support blood sugar and mood, which in turn affect libido. But while you snack, take a moment to check in. How do you feel? Not physically, emotionally. Are you irritated, tired, calm? Most men never ask this, but self-awareness is a pillar of male sexual vitality, because once you know how you feel, you can begin to choose how you act. That's when control returns, not just in sex, but in life. Now let's get real about one more thing: your hormones. Testosterone declines naturally with age, but it doesn't fall off a cliff. What speeds up the drop is poor sleep, poor food, no movement, and chronic stress. The routine I've outlined this morning supports every factor that keeps testosterone healthier, but if you're still feeling flat, see a doctor. Get your levels tested. Sometimes even minor changes in your lifestyle or a small dose of bioavailable supplements can shift everything. This isn't about being young again. It's about being alive now. And here's a tip you won't hear often: schedule intimacy. Yes, even morning intimacy. Testosterone peaks in the morning, you're more rested, and there's less pressure. Plan one morning a week where you and your partner take time, not to perform, but to connect. Light candles, breathe together, massage, explore touch without racing toward a goal. Men over 60 often think they have to deliver something, but the best intimacy at this stage of life is slow, present, and emotionally tuned in. If you're single, intimacy still matters. Self-touch, fantasy, and self-connection aren't just physical, they're deeply emotional. Exploring your own body without shame, with curiosity and kindness, is a powerful practice. It keeps your nervous system engaged, maintains function, and reminds your brain that you're still a man who desires and deserves pleasure. Don't write yourself off just because you're not in a relationship. You still have a right to pleasure, to arousal, to connection, even if it starts with you. Once a week, reflect on your progress. Ask yourself, did I feel more alive this week? Did I connect? Did I nourish myself? Did I show up? If not, no guilt, just awareness. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. And presence is the most attractive quality a man can have, at any age. Your partner feels it, your body feels it, your mind gets quieter, your sexuality, instead of shrinking with age, begins to deepen, slow down, and become more fulfilling. And finally, don't do this alone. Share your journey, whether it's in the comments section of this video, with a trusted friend, or with your partner. Speaking about your health, your intimacy, your growth makes you stronger, not weaker. You'd be amazed how many men over 60 are silently struggling with the same fears, doubts, and questions you've had, but the ones who reclaim their vitality are the ones who take action, who ask for help, who stay consistent, and who stop apologizing for wanting to feel alive again. So here's what I want you to remember. You're not broken. You're not past your prime. You are still capable of passion, of presence, of pleasure. And it all begins in the morning, with water, with movement, with breath, with food, with awareness. These things may seem small, but done consistently, they change everything. Because the truth is, sex after 60 isn't about performance. It's about presence. It's not about youth. It's about energy. And energy is something you can create, starting today. If this morning routine spoke to you, hit the like button. It tells us you're committed to living stronger, feeling deeper, and aging with purpose. Subscribe for more weekly videos that speak directly to the heart of senior men's wellness. And if you're already practicing parts of this routine or have your own secret to staying vibrant, drop it in the comments. Let's learn from each other, because this chapter of life isn't about fading, It's about awakening. And the best part? You're just getting started.